Good evening. Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, Damen und Herren, herzlich willkommen zu dem Anfang unserer 2011-2012 Fasching-Saison. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being present tonight to help start our traditional 2011-2012 Carnival season. Tonight's highlight will be the crowning of our new Prince and Princess. A hearty welcome to our coronation Fasching's Ball. But before we start tonight's festivities, we must also recognize that today is Veterans Day. It is very historic that we have both Veterans Day and Carnival opening falling on 11/11/11. I would therefore like to extend on behalf of the members, the Board of Directors, and your Fasching Committee to those veterans here tonight, to the families that have lost family members over the many years of conflicts through time on all sides, as well as those that are engaged around the world today, defending a way of life. To them we extend a heartfelt voice of gratitude. Remember them, and with that, welcome you all to a night of foolishness. Let's have a hand. Liebe Narren und Narrlessen, geehrte Damen und Herren, das heutige Festprogramm wurde geplant von unserem Faschingskomitee und im Namen des Clubs und Vorstands wünschen wir euch allen eine gute Unterhaltung für den heutigen Abend. Mit Freude und Frohsinn beginnen wir hier mit nach altem deutschem Brauch die Eröffnung dieses Faschingsabends. Dear Narren, Narressen, and honored guests, with our Fasching salute, it is our pleasure to welcome, come on guys, give it the salute. It is our pleasure to welcome all of you to tonight's festivities that have been organized and planned by our Faschings Committee. On behalf of the club's board of directors, we hope that all of you have a great time and enjoy this evening's Fasching opening with the coronation ball. Now, I would also like to welcome our fellow guests from Fort Lauderdale. The Dutch Club of Fort Lauderdale is joining us tonight. So welcome the members of the Sonnen Sote and Paul Toll. Their royal couple hadn't got ordained yet. Now all you Narren and Narressen, if you would be so kind, and bitte clap your hands. Let us for die letzte Zeit Princess Myra and Prince Bill begrüßen. Give her a round of applause. It is a time-honored custom in our German heritage to celebrate the annual Fasching or Carnival, as it is also called, with complete foolishness and abandon. It is the time when everyone should try to forget the serious and not so serious problems of the day and make every effort to be happy and enjoy life as it is. This celebration is the last hurrah before Lent, which starts on Ash Wednesday. So be happy and join with us in making this wonderful evening one of happiness and joy. It is a time to cast away seriousness, give each other the hand of friendship, and have a great time. For tonight is a night to let your hair down, turn to your neighbor, reacquaint yourself, or make a new friend, or hug your friend's significant other, but that has ramifications, so be careful. In the spirit of Fasching, we ask all of you to sing, schunkel, dance, be happy, and forget just a few hours your everyday cares and woes, for tonight is Fasching. It is a time to cast away all seriousness and concentrate on enjoying the special night. Therefore, therefore, your royal court, the lovely honor guard, the court jester, and your trusted advisors, the Alpharat, dearest Princess Myra and Prince Bill, we are all very ready to say goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. Your reign is now over. Vorbei. Liebe Princess and Myra and Prince Bill, dear Princess, you knew this was all just for 1 year. But Fasching, the season of foolishness, must go on with a new royal couple. I'm asking the jester and the girls to escort him because we are about to introduce the new royal couple. Since the new royal couple is getting ready, Bill, Myra, this is the end. Is there anything that you would like to say about this past year of foolishness? I know we won't talk about the hard work we did for Oktoberfest, but I had a chance to work with the prince, and let me tell you, he wasn't very princely.
Well,
Prince, it's yours.
well, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Kurt, and the Fasching Committee for support, and it's a great honor for us, and we appreciate that. This is something that everybody needs to strive to do. It is really a great honor, and I also want to thank the Alpharat for doing such a wonderful job protecting us this year. Thank you all.
I want to thank Tara for working so hard to make sure that everything runs properly. I don't want to leave. Make sure that our crown is on right and that everything runs smoothly. She does such a wonderful job. Thank you, Tara. Where are you? Okay. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Kurt. Fasching Committee.
So Tara, since you got the high sign, what's happening to our entourage out there? Are we ready? Great. Anyway, from Oktoberfest we went into Fasching. I can tell you that we very much appreciate, and that's why we're having such a good turnout tonight. You have arrived, my friend. Wonderful. How'd you like to bring in the new royal couple? Girls first? And then let's surprise the public. couple. You're not royal yet. Bill, Myra, I'm very sorry to say I must now send you away. Return you as free citizens to make you Vita Fry. Auf Wiedersehen and Godspeed, dear friends. We are so honored you were dabei. Aber, before you depart, one more very important Sache. You need to help crown the next royal couple. Das müsst ihr noch machen. And with that, folks, hats off, Tara off. You get to induct the new royal couple. Now don't break the feather. I don't think we'll find it. Meine lieben Narren und Naressen, meine sehr verehrte Damen und Herren, unsere Lieblichkeit, Prinzessin Carol I of Pittsburgh. Und seine Tollität, Prince George I of Pittsburgh. We will now have a toast to the new royal couple. While they're pouring the champagne, we will hear from the royal couple, the new royal couple. Their proclamations for this year, I think they're over here in this red box. Where's the jester? Step over here. They have a job for you to do.
And I was like, he's wearing leggings.
Ready?
This proclamation is to have fun. First proclamation. Prince George hereby orders that when His Majesty winks at a lady of his kingdom, she must come forth and bow before him. Proclamation number 2. Prince George hereby orders that when his Princess Carol winks at the Lord of his kingdom, that the Lord must come forth in courtesy to his princess. When the court jester taps a lady lord of his or her left shoulder, Prince George hereby orders the commoner to laugh frivolously with the court jester loud enough for commoners around you to hear. Jester, pick up. Proclamation number 4. Prince George hereby commands his subjects to clap their hands if they choose to cross his path by way of the dance floor. Number 5. Prince George is right-handed, therefore he orders the commoners not to drink from their right hand, whereas they must use their left hand when in the company of His Majesty. Number 6. George and Princess Carol find that when they're going to the bathroom, It is a relief, therefore, that His Majesty commands all the lords and ladies yell out loud and exciting, all with relief, please. What they relief? Make sure you do that loud enough. We've got to hear it. Number 7, Prince George hereby put forth the following commandment. When the band takes a break, you must hug the calmer to your right to ensure happiness, peace, and love to God His Majesty. Prince George, Prince and Carol love their court jester. He gives them such joy in hard times with running kingdom of His magnitude. Therefore, His Majesty insists that you show the court jester how much you appreciate his laughter. When the court jester taps you on the right shoulder, you must turn to the court jester and say, "You are the greatest." In the kingdom of Prince George and Prince Carol, their bartenders are in great importance to the royalty. However, Prince George has a unique sense of humor. Therefore, he commands the lords and ladies of his kingdom to say to the bartender when receiving a drink, "Did you put your finger in my drink?" Number 10. Prince George has loved his Princess Carol for over 50 years. To pay homage to love for his bride, he insists that if his princess throws you a kiss, that the lord or lady receiving that said kiss must in return come up to his princess and kiss her hand. Number 11. The final proclamation of Prince George and Princess Carol Kingdom is that when the music stops abruptly during a song, you are on the dance floor, you must freeze. The first 11 callers to move have gone against His Majesty's kingdom and will have to pay consequences for his or her actions. All of these proclamations are hereby ordered by His Majesty Prince George, along with his bride Princess Carol. All commoners of their kingdom will be subject to penalties and will be sent therefore to the brigade. A bill was set for each of these offenses.
A toast to the royal couple. Meine geehrten Damen und Herren, nur erlaube ich mir Ihnen ein Auftrag vorzustellen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to introduce the 11 commissioners who have the responsibility to see that all in attendance here this evening are in good spirit of Fasching. Have a foolish time, and to see to it that the royal couple's decree that everyone has a great and foolish time is carried out. We'll start off. Richard Blanchard. Richard Blanchard, give him the royal salute. Next in line we have John Deeble, Bob Chasen, Steve Sells, and along with our court butler over there, Dave Byer, this is the new chicken crew of the American German Club of the Palm Beach. They did a great job. No, they can't quite do that yet, buddy. Next we have Kinda Shermer, Vice President of this great club. I'm Kurt. I think most people know that. Next we have Don Mall. to sell. I'm so happy to see that we have a full club. Give Herb a big hand. That's his job. He does it well. Next we have Oiro. Oiro is our newest chef's assistant. You'll always find him next to the chef, trying to learn how to get it done right. Give Oiro a big hand. We have Jerry Clark. Jerry is our maintenance guy. He learns everything on the go. Jerry, you didn't give him the royal salute? That's 2 demerit points. Well, you did. You buy me 2 drinks. Next, we have Al Brocksdorfer. Princess Carol, Prince George, we are the Alpharad up here, shall be your loyal and trusted advisors for the entire Fasching season. To show you our undivided loyalty to you, we will now administer the royalty, Alpharad, loyalty of oath. Alpharad, raise your left hand. On my honor, I will swear to be loyal and righteous to my newly crowned rulers. Princess Carol the First, Prince George the First, to defend your lives with our own, will never ever complain, even if you forget to supply us with the customary free refreshments. How say you, Alpharad? I'm also pleased to introduce our Hofnar. Our Hofnar, as you saw earlier on this evening, he came out in the old man's suit, and that really kind of established the historic presence of what we do here at Fasching. He then converted into his new attire to bring in the new royal couple. Brent Wacker, you are the best. He does a great job. He's the club secretary. I'm not sure whether he does a better job as secretary or jester, but we'll discuss that later. It also gives me great pleasure to introduce tonight and recognize our lovely Garda-maid. They are, this evening, leading off, Kaylee, Riley, Gigi, Jenny, Jillian, Jessica, Kathy, Martha, and Nancy. Now I got to tell you a short story about this honor guard we have here. As you remember, 3 years ago we went out to dance studios. It's difficult to get teenagers to commit to a specific time and to a specific program. I then had a plan. I approached certain people in the club, and Nancy took the bait. And with that, she enlisted from within the club. These are all our club members, junior members, new members, and older members. And she put together a honor guard. Everything went well until we established the length of the skirts. That was when we ran into a small problem. The jackets were fine, the hats were fine, the skirt length was a major competition, who would get the longest and the shortest. I'm glad to see she got it all sorted out. Anyway, we will now have a performance. They practiced hard. I'm sure you'll be impressed. They've come a long way, and they do a good job. Bobby? I told Nancy to think about it as an exercise program. Problem was the younger kids were having problem keeping up with the older girls. On a special note, inside of this group of ladies is a special lady, Kathy Harbicki. Kathy Harbicki is a part of this group. Her father was the founder. Welcome aboard, Kathy. Now, we're going to do something a little special. And it was on the behalf of the Fasching Committee, and I'm sure the Board of Directors in their support of our evening. We've already toasted the royal couple. On behalf of the Prince of Par and the Fasching Committee, it is now my pleasure to call forward any and all veterans here tonight to come forward and enjoy a glass of bubbly in a toast to all veterans and active personnel wherever they are in the world. I would welcome veterans, military people to come forward and enjoy a glass of bubbly. Boys, give them a hand. Give them all a big hand, they deserve it.
I was on the Hungarian army zone camp.
We're looking for all veterans, both sides. All right, if I can get you folks back into your seats.